Hi, we're two chicks in a tool belt, and we wanted to show you today how our chalk paint is different than other chalk paints. So right here we have our Midnight Blue, and you can see how it is full. This is a brand new quart that we just opened, and it's full to about right here. Anna is going to show you how to apply this paint.
Okay, so with the first coat, I think the biggest mistake that people make when they're working with furniture paint is they apply their first coat too thick, too heavy. So you can see I'm just barely dipping my brush. I have very little paint on here.
And this has not been thinned. Our chalk paint comes like regular wall paint. It does not need any water. So sometimes people will open the quart of paint and they think, oh, this paint looks really watered down. It is not. It is professionally formulated to be the exact consistency that it needs to be, instead of you having to try and figure out how much water to add to your paint.
So when I do my first coat, like I said, I use very little paint, and I drag that paint. Doesn't matter your direction. The trick is to just drag that paint until it won't move anymore. When it starts to kind of dry out on you and gum up a little bit, you know that you're done dragging that paint. You re-dip your brush and apply a little bit more.
Also, notice that she is using a chalk painting brush. Chalk painting brushes are very different than wall brushes. Wall brushes are made to be flat, and they're made to fan out and to drag your paint instead of working your paint into the wood. If you have a very high quality wall brush, it is still not the same as a chalk painting brush. You use very little paint with a chalk painting brush, and it works the paint into the wood instead of dragging it over, and it will level out on the second coat, where a wall brush, no matter how many times you paint, you will always see those brush strokes. Okay, you see how you can still see the wood through that because she used very little paint. I don't know if you'd even be able to tell that we used any paint out of that. So right here we've got our first coat already dry. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to dry depending on how warm it is. And I'm going to paint a second coat.
So this time I'll actually have a little more paint on my brush. Again, not much. And I don't drag the paint as far.
But it should cover absolutely beautifully on your second coat, so that you do not see that wood grain anymore. If you want to see the wood, that's totally fine. Just do one coat and it should still look beautiful. But if you don't want to see any wood grain, then do a second coat and you won't see that grain anymore. Paint is different than other paints, and we've got our midnight color here. So I'm just going to show you when we open this quart up. It's already been shaken. Our paint is pourable like normal wall paint, where normal, or I should say the name brand chalk paint, is like a mayonnaise consistency, and you have to add water to it to get it to this consistency. So we've professionally formulated it to be the perfect consistency, so you don't have to guess how much water to put in it. If you have any questions, please message us at 2 Chicks in a Tool Belt, or call us at 801-613-8322. We hope you enjoy painting with our chalky paint. Thanks.